call dedicated to all the people that the homebound bite. And you know you can't wait to catch that homebound flight. Well, they got to do it tomorrow, this evening, or even tonight. God, them are living in a foreign jet, then living and alright.
You praise your God and you step out for the day. You fight the danger of a crowded subway. You slip, you sliding on the icy parkway. No mind,
sometimes
no
can't even find I care, that's it.
You write and tell them that you're doing so well, but when you check it out, you're really catching hell.
Could I see?
You are a lion and you're born to be free, and you got to come back home. You are a lion and you're born to be free. You miss the sun, you miss the sand and the sea. You're never gonna survive in no city. You got to come back.
Got to find a passport to raise the airport.
You miss the thingy at the top of the hill. You only dream about the cottage in the grill. You are a lion and you're born to be free, and you got to come back.
Give me now. One day you them used to tell about Peanut Wally and say moon pantic. Come a foreign, come say pretty light, the jet them fantastic, but I still a pack I grip and take my trip.
You work so hard 2 week holiday. You just find a juvie and you really could have stayed. Take not course for another couple days. She looks so nice, but if you're not gonna work, you're not get no pay. Uncle Sam and the repo man now play. You call the boss for a couple sick day. Him cool as ice. You are a lion and you're born to be free. You miss the sun, you miss the sand and the sea. You're never gonna survive in no city. You got to.
Hi, I'm Safia Seivwright. Welcome to yet another Safia Seivwright show. Well, it's coming down, like we say, it's coming down to that time of year when we call fall in the Big Apple, because we have seasons in New York. So we're getting ready to go into the fall, and I may be getting ready to go to Jamaica for a day or two again to do some stuff down there. But we have a lovely show for you this week. We hope you enjoyed the show last week. And this show we have Taurus Riley. Hopefully we'll get him in. And then we have Michelle Montagna. And there's another young artist who I spoke with there. I think she was only on the female on the show. No, two female. Monica was also on the show. And we'll hopefully show you some footage of the park. I'm talking about Roy Wilkins Park, the big show that went on there last week. We'll show you some more of our family reunion, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of Jerry Harris performing. So I'm Safia Seivwright. You're watching the Safia Seivwright show. I want to touch on something right here, and hopefully I'll go back to it a little later on. A woman called my show 2 weeks ago. I think her name is Lorraine Clark. Yes, that's the name I saw on the caller ID, Lorraine Clark. And she said this is the first time she was watching the show. And she was just negative. She said, I said nether. I don't know nether what I was talking about. She said, I said nether. And she said, it's not Trelawney, and I should be ashamed of myself because she's from Trelawney and I'm not saying Trelawney. So listen, woman. Maybe you know it as Treelannny, or maybe you know it as Treellanny, but I spell it Treellanny, so I call it Trelawney. So listen, you say potato and I say potato. Let's get the whole thing on. Lady, I majored in communication, radio and TV at Brooklyn College. When I went to Brooklyn College in 1975, the first thing they did, they put me into speech, because you know they take these islanders and they put them into speech evaluation. And the person who evaluated me, a white woman, she asked me to say, among the words, barrel was one of them. And when I said barrel, she said, that's perfect. So I didn't have to go through speech therapy. Then I started in radio in 1977. And one of the things I would do, take my program and I would listen back to it. And we all goof and gaff at time to time, malapropism, most of us. Most of the time, some of the time. There was a word I could not say, variety. And you know what? I practice and practice and practice. Break the word up into syllables. And now I could say variety. I had a list, a terrible list as a child, but I practiced and I can say variety. So listen, woman, you say schedule and me say schedule is the same thing, all right? So get off my goddamn case. Go get your own TV show. If you're a linguist, maybe you need to see an audiologist. But I tell you what you can do. You can listen to Brother Gary every morning from 6 to 10 and 93.5 FM. I am taking a break from 93.5 FM where I was doing the midnight Tuesday night shows. 93.5 FM with Bobby. So I'm taking a break. But you can listen to Brother Gary every morning at 93.5 FM. Brother Gary, he's there every morning, all right? And you, Miss Linguist, go get your own television program. Get a camera person to come and tape your show, edit it, get your time on TV and put your show upon there. So you don't have to correct me, all right? Because I hope you correct Oliver and Miss Lou when they speak. And I have never known Trelawney to be pronounced or said or enunciate any other way than Trelawney. So since you know I'm not saying Trelawney correctly, you go get your own TV show, Lorraine Clark, and do your show. And don't watch mine. Thank you. I've been doing this for almost 40 years. All right? So hey, people have criticized me because I'm not perfect. I am not a linguist. I'm just a person doing a no budget show. All right? And I pay to produce this program. And I'm the one who walk around and drop it off. And all the input, most of the input in it is my money. All right? We'll be right back.
Dear Diary, it's been 7 days in this island paradise and I don't think I'm ever going back. My sister has gone and left me. My dad keeps calling, but I just can't get enough of this sugar cane.
My ladies! You know you gotta run away with me to the islands. Introduce her to the island life. She says there's everything that she likes. We brought some fruits from the fruit stand, roots from the roots man. Coconut water, well we get it from the jelly man. She had a piece of my sugar cane. From then she hasn't been the same. She says no bread like.
Who's your sister?
Daddy, she just decided to stay in Jamaica. I don't know what got into her.
She wanna be a plain old Jane. She likes the taste of my sugar.
Jamaica and I will return with our daughter.
Sugar cane.
There ain't no substitute. Don't you worry about the loot. Wanna be a mommy ripe and ready for a couple youths. Forever on this island cruise. Tell me, baby, how can we lose? She love the yaki and the saltfish. Yam from the market. Sweet cocoa tea or some real hot chocolate. But when she tastes my sugar cane, and then she hasn't been the same. She says, no bright lights, no fame. Caviar or champagne. She wanna be a plain old Jane. She likes the taste of my sugar cane. It ain't hard to explain. Hottest girl runs the brain. She likes being a plain old Jane. She likes the taste of my sugar cane.
different thing from that thing, but this is where it all started before. So it's a pleasure for me to be here tonight over at the Reggae Rhythm and Blues backstage and here with the legendary Miss Sunshine, Miss Seivwright. Well, me can never stop calling her Edna because I'm a friend. Safia, anything them call you, but you know, I am one of the old school original and I love you as my sister and I love everything that you're doing. So whenever time I tune in to SETV, I just leave my dial. So remember, Mike Daddy, Mike Daddy, Mike Daddy, Mike Daddy. You tell the Mikey Jarrett for me and Mike Daddy. Oh, you know, what that me say them kill off, say that take it a little further. Now leave me yard, eh? That's why me have to tune in to SETV. Big respect.
A boy with a man's shoe on his feet. And if you think that the price is all of your bread sacrifices, well, if that was the answer, I think you should have been a lot further. So I had to look into myself because I couldn't do nothing else. Every day I rise in the morning, have to answer my calling. What is the secret to success? You give you more, get you less. I need a hard time recess. The key to gain access. What is the secret to success? You give you more, get you less. I need a hard time recess. The key to gain access. Yaga yo. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Hey, hey.
Give me the jump on this. Try to jump on this. Give me the jump on this. Jump up. Hana pana 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 pana. Masha 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 masha. Hana pana 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 pana. Masha 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 masha. I want to see the left mashing up on the right, mashing up in the front, mashing up.
Hi, welcome back. Let me apologize for that tirade at the top of the show. But that woman said I should be ashamed of myself, saying that I am on TV and I'm not saying Trelawney the way it should be said. And she's from Trelawney, she's ashamed of me. She's from Trelawney, you know. So hey, what can I say? Anyway, last week we had Denroy Morgan and his son Lazo on. And while the show was on, I got a call from my good friend Dale Harris. She lives in Florida, but she's in New York, and she was watching the show and said, isn't it ironic? You have Denroy on your show and he's in jail. I don't know, you know, strange things happen. And I wish Denroy Morgan all the best. I know the man way back since he had his big hit of the past. And of course, you know, the Morgan Heritage, they're the one who put on that big show in St. Thomas every year, East West or whatever is the name of it. You know, I wish Denroy all the best. And the son Laza, he's the one who is you know, bright future of the Morgan's family, because the children, the Morgan's Heritage, they've all branched out doing their own thing. Also talking about family, I'm going to show you a little bit more of our family reunion, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of Jerry Harris performing at the family reunion. And there was also this young lady who performed at Roy Wilkins Park at the Rhythm and Blues Festival. I have an interview with her. We're going to bring that up to you. Too few ladies are in this business. And it's a shame that when one or two of us manage to stay within the business, others try to bring them down. Instead of you encourage, congratulate, send me a check for 1,000, 5,000, whatever, you're going to tell me, well, if I'm not saying Trelawney right, why don't you send me a check so I can go see a linguist and learn how to say Trelawney the way you would like to hear it, because you are an audiologist, or maybe you need to see an audiologist, you know. Anyway, I'm Safia Seivwright, doing this since Since 1972 in New York, I've been writing for the Gleaner. Since 1977 in New York, I've had a radio show. Since 1981 in New York, I've been doing a television show. I was even given an internship to the New York Times from Brooklyn College because I was a journalism major. All right? And I've never gone after the big jobs. I want to do whatever I'm doing here for my community. And I got a call from Vanny McGowan the other day, and I must say congratulations to Vanny McGowan because she will be honored at the Labor Day event in Jamaica in October. It's Labor Day, I think. It's not Labor Day, whatever, the Heritage Day, National Heritage Day. She will be honored, and I'm going down there for that. And Vanny mentioned the days when we would take our rent money to pay for radio time, to play reggae music, to talk about Jamaica. Woman, Lorraine Clark, yeah. I've been talking about Trelawney since nobody knew where Trelawney was. I have had ministers of tourism here talking about Trelawney. You know, I have had prime ministers here and I talk with them about Trelawney. I've talked to Mr. Shearer, who's a former prime minister of Jamaica, who is also from Trelawney. Rex Nettleford is from Trelawney. I've had him on. Gil Noble, who's on ABC, he's from Bunkersville. I've talked with him. I remember when the woman Johnson, the former consul general from New York, who was deported persona non grata when she got into a problem. Myself and Rex Nettleford were the only two. Gil Noble were the only two persons who ran a rally around her and gave her a microphone so she could say what it was. Whether she knew the drugs was in her suitcase or not, but we allow her to express herself. All right, so I've been in this business here in New York for a long, long time. Got a call from Sister Carol the other day, said she was watching the show here in Queens, and she has a new video that she wanted to bring to me. I've been here, lady, been there, done that. All right, interviewed Butch Stewart, the Issers, Golden, Mandley. I've even covered Mandley funeral. Went home and covered Mandley funeral, a former prime minister. I've never interviewed Norman Mandley nor Buster Mandley, nor Sangster. But I've interviewed several prime ministers, heads of state, and all of that. If I can pick up my phone right now and call the local government minister, and he'll take my call. Okay, woman? So get off my case. Leave me alone. All right, go get your own show. Anyway, we have a 1 hour in Queens. Queens, you are Saturdays, 8 p.m. Channel Time Warner and Fires. Time Warner, 34. And come January, maybe a new schedule because Queens rotate the program every year. And I hope that they will keep me in this 8 o'clock prime time Saturday time slot. Also, 8 p.m. in Brooklyn, Saturdays, Time Warner, Fires, and Cablevision. On the web in Brooklyn at www.bcat.tv. When you get on the page, it will say BRIC. Select BCAT Media Network and scroll down, select channel 2, and we're right there. In Manhattan, Thursdays, 2:30 p.m. We're also in Queens, Tuesdays, 10:30 a.m. Time Warner 35, Fires 36. So I'm there. Been there, done that, still there. You should tell your friends or two that we're here. I'm also doing things for the children of Trelawney. So maybe you need to send me a check so I can help to pay for these barrels that I take down there for the children of Ulster Spring in Trelawney instead of criticizing. Let me say that I've been promoting Trelawney since Trelawney was. Aluna Samba has been the former Minister of Tourism for how many years now? Government change going on for 4 years now. And I spoke with Aluna Samba at Brooklyn College, Samba at Brooklyn College. And she spoke about Harmony Cove development and development of Trelawney. I've always talked about Trelawney. Pernell Charles knew I talk about Trelawney. Mr. Seaga knew I talk about Trelawney. Bruce Golden knew I talk about Trelawney because I spoke with him about the stadium before he ran for government, for Prime Minister. I interviewed Bruce Golden when he was NDM. I've been there at Mr. Stewart's and promote all those property. I've promoted super clubs. Most of the super club properties, I've stayed there, guests of the Issers, and promoted them. Stayed there complimentary and promote them. Nobody promotes Trelawney more than I have. All right. So when you're talking about whatever, I spoke with Ed Bartlett, and I met Ed in '78 when I took my beauty queen home, and the campaign after all these Jamaicans, and Bolt is from Trelawney, Freight is from Trelawney, Campbell Brown is from Trelawney, so many other guys are from Trelawney, like 7 or 8 gold medals went back to Trelawney. And I spoke with Ed Bartlett, and he told me to contact the guy who handles their advertising here in New York, and I've contacted, and they'll shit for me yet. So woman, don't tell me about bad for I hope this SHIT is a word that I can use on TV. If not, I might be censured. I don't know if that's one of the 4-letter words that I don't think that. Gus, you better beep out that. Okay, that might not be one of the 4-letter words that you can use in TV. But lady, I've been promoting Jamaica for the longest while here in New York on my own dime. Like I said, I was held, restrained, not but hey, this custom woman in Kingston wanted me to put deposit on my camera. That was a Hi8 camera I took home, Sony Hi8, a few years ago. Took a camera person there at my own dime. Well, Tourist Board did spend a $2,500 sponsorship with me. So I was going to cover some event, and I was going with their knowledge. I had a letter from GIS, which was required, and I took the letter down. I got to Custom Kingston, and they want me to put a deposit on my camera. And I said, no way. So I spoke to Mr. Patterson. He was at an event in Brooklyn at the Marriott, and they since changed it. But I've not gone back into Kingston Airport since. I go to Montego Bay. I've been promoting Jamaica on my own dime forever. Again, let me say congratulations to Vanny McGowan, because she will be honored at the Heroes Day event in October. Talking about it, in 1968, I jumped in Victoria Pier and saved a 7-year-old Paul Turner from drowning, and I was a police back then. Didn't finish my first aid training at Port Royal, where I was stationed. They took the kid to the Children's Hospital, and he spent, to KPH first and then Children. He spent 5 days in the hospital. Petty Officer Myers, I wonder if he's still around. Petty Officer Myers, he drove me up. We broke every traffic light to get to Bustamante, to KPH first and then to Children's Hospital. So woman, I've been there, done that, all right? So for you to talk about whatever I'm saying is bad for Jamaica, and I can't say Trelawney. Don't matter how the hell I say Trelawney. Hey, I've been saying Trelawney and pushing Trelawney so people know about Trelawney. I'm Safia Seivwright. This is the Safia Seivwright Show, an independently produced program.
I mean, I said that no, I say Cargo representing for the Safia Seivwright Show. And Cargo, say me now sell out, my friend. No God this, my friend. Be a blessing, my son. Please, your guide and protect them. Me now sell out, my friend. Them wonder if them say the same. Or if them a pre-min true New York say me name. Or if them stick around only just for the fame. New York me a ask no. Me know say me love or no. A Cargo, mad.
We're all easels. I am privileged to get the opportunity to share our history through my arts. I can't wait to hear about the other easels. And remember, we're named easy, but we're not easy.
Step in the way, no, 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 no. Step. Give me what is my religion. Don't step in the way, no, no. Don't step in the way. Back up to me. Hey, I'm confusion on this land every day, yes.
welcome back. Again, let me apologize for all that ranting that I did, but I had to get it off my chest. Well, that's the first half hour. It's a lovely show. We close out with a look at the family reunion, also Jerry Harris performing. Some of the long shots you see is my, when one of them, you see that face there, that's my sister looking at the pictures on the wall because they were being projected from a projector. A projector. I didn't say neda, a projector. Okay, woman? All right, so I'm Safia Seivwright, the pride and joy of Sunny J.A., and I'm a Trelawney person. I'm proud to be a Trelawney person. Whether in your hearing, Trelawney is not being said properly out of these pipes, hey, what can I say? That's how I say it, lady. You know, sometimes we say Utica and Jamaica and the lure. If you have ever gone to Brooklyn College, you live among the Jews, you'll be saying the lure when you know it's the LAW anyway. Second half hour continues right here.